Are you ready to learn how to create a skincare routine? Not just a skincare routine, but a working skincare routine that will help you achieve and maintain healthy, glowing, and youthful skin. If that is you, then make sure you keep watching.
Niger to the world.
If you're new here, hi, my name is Tawa. I am an esthetician and I've been a skincare advocate since 2019. I share skincare tips and product recommendations, and I create skincare routine for people to help them achieve and maintain healthy, glowing, and youthful skin. Now, if this sounds like something you will be interested in, make sure you keep watching and make sure you are subscribed if you aren't already. When it comes to creating a skincare routine, there are various factors you want to consider. The first factor is, what are your skin goals? What do you want to attain? Do you want clear skin? Do you want to work on texture? Do you have dark spots? Do you have dry skin? Do you have any skin concern that you really want to target? Because knowing all this information will come handy when it comes to choosing the right product that can really help you treat and manage them. Number two, your budget. Budget is very important. I have different classes of product that I recommend for people, but if someone has a budget of $50 or $60, if you're recommending a product of over $100, even if they buy it the first time, they're not going to be able to keep to it or be consistent with it. So budget is another important factor when it comes to creating a working skincare routine. The third factor you want to consider when creating a skincare routine is your lifestyle. Do you work during the day or you work during the night? Are you more outdoor? Do you work on a site, in the field, or do you work indoor? Do you work from home or you work in an office where there's a lot of lighting coming into your workspace? These are important factors you want to consider when curating a skincare routine. Are you someone who cooks daily? Do you have heat exposure or light exposure, or are you always in the cold? All of these factors come very handy when it comes to creating not just a routine, but choosing the right product that can really give you that result you're looking for. The first thing is to determine what your skin type is, and this generally means what is the state that your skin is usually in. When you wake up in the morning, are you usually dry or are you usually oily? Do you get a combination of oiliness and dryness, or do you just feel normal? Knowing what your skin type generally is the foundation to the types of products you're going to choose. If you conclude that you have dry skin, this means that whatever face wash or moisturizer you're choosing is going to be really hydrating or moisturizing. So if you know that you determine your skin to be the dry type, go for a moisturizing and hydrating face wash. For your night cleanse, go for an oil cleanser in your first step or a balm cleanser, and do a moisturizing cleanser for your second step. These are usually what I recommend for people with dry skin. Now, if you have combination skin, the key is hydration. You want to throw in something hydrating. So go for a hydrating cleanser. For your night cleanse, you want to do a 2 cleanse because of course you're wearing sunscreen. So you want to go for a hydrating face wash, and you want to use something hydrating in your first step cleanse. That can be either oil cleanser, balm cleanser, or a milky micellar cleanser. My favorite recommendation for people with normal to combination skin is a micellar gentle milky cleanser. It is sort of in a creamy milky form, but it melts your makeup and your sunscreen off the skin, and it is really hydrating. It is not oily, but it's not a typical watery micellar water. Now, if you do determine you have oily skin, it means your skin produces a lot of oil by itself. It probably overproduces oil, and if that's your situation, you want to make sure your products are mostly oil-free or non-comedogenic. So your moisturizer should be oil-free. Your face washes should not contain coconut oil. Avoid products that contains heavy oils in it, because your skin produces enough oil. You don't need to be bringing external oil into your routine. If you do that, your skin will start to break out. Now that you know what your skin type is, the next thing you want to consider is, what are your skin concerns? Do you have acne, pimples, blemishes? Do you have dark spots, or do you have dark patches, discoloration? Do you have texture skin, a lot of rough texture from maybe previous acne or previous skin injuries you've had. These are the important things you want to consider, because we're going to use this information to determine what product you will have in your routine. So make sure you know what your top 3 skin concerns are. For me, my main skin concern is I do have acne prone skin. So even though right now I have glowing acne free skin, I can wake up to acne tomorrow. So when I'm choosing a product, it needs to be non-comedogenic. It needs to be suitable for someone with acne. So if that's you, that will be very important. The next thing you want to make sure you figure out is what are your skin goals. For me, my skin goals is maintain a healthy, glowing, clear skin. I don't want no acne. I want my skin to constantly be glowing, and I want my skin to feel and look healthy. These are my 3 top skin goals. What are yours? So at this point, you know what your skin type is, you know what your skin concerns are, and you know what your skin goals are. The next thing we want to get into now is budget. What is your budget? How much can you afford for your skincare products every month? Generally, most skincare products will last you 2 to 3 months, except for your sunscreen. A sunscreen, if you're applying it correctly, will generally last you 1 month. But if it's a big tube, a lot of tubes come in 1 or 1.7 ounce. If you can get like a 3-ounce sunscreen, then it will last you 3 months. Generally, a 1-ounce sunscreen will last you about 30 days, depending on how you use it. But if you're using your sunscreen correctly, you should run out of a 1.7 ounce in a month. So you generally want to purchase a sunscreen every month or every 2 months. If you have a 3-ounce sunscreen, that's even better for you. It means the sunscreen will last you up to 3 months, and you can purchase it every quarter. Now, for your cleansers, how much can you afford? So for me, I usually ask my clients, how much can you afford for your skincare product? Some of them will say I can afford 200, some will say 300. Knowing how much you can afford monthly or every 2 months is so important, because you know where to save and where to splurge. If you're someone with hyperpigmentation, we know that's very difficult to treat. So you want to invest in a treatment that helps treat hyperpigmentation, and you save on your cleansers and save on your moisturizer. But if you're someone with acne prone skin, you know that you can't save much on moisturizer. You cannot save much on your treatment. You have to invest in what you moisturize your skin with daily, because guess what? If you have acne prone skin, 1 moisturizer and you're breaking out. So with people who deal with acne, I'm not trying to save with moisturizer. I'm trying to make sure I get you the right moisturizer, while keeping your budget in mind, but the moisturizer is not where you want to save. So really, in summary, what I'm saying is having a budget and knowing what your budget is helps you to determine where you want to invest and where you want to save. If you have dry skin, we know we're investing in your growth factors, in your peptides, and in your anti-aging hydrating products. If you have dry skin, if you have acne prone skin, we know we're going to invest in either tretinoin or in a moisturizer that is non-comedogenic, because if you have acne, you know that no matter how great your routine is, if you use a comedogenic moisturizer, you're not going anywhere. The acne is going to keep coming back. Now, if you have hyperpigmentation, we know that we have to invest in a treatment for hyperpigmentation, such as your pigment inhibitors. We also know that we want to invest in something that will really exfoliate your skin while keeping it safe. So these are all of the things we look at when asking about budget. Your lifestyle is very important. If you're someone who cooks a lot, it means you're getting a lot of heat exposure. I would advise you to invest in a good mineral sunscreen. If you're someone who works at night, what do you do during the day? Are you indoor or are you out and about shopping around? Most times people who work at night spend the daytime sleeping, and so that's really a factor to really create what type of routine they're going to do in the daytime or in the nighttime. Now that you have all these important information, let's dive right into the actual routine. To create a working skincare routine, you need a face wash, and that is a cleanser. A face wash to use in the morning, not necessarily to wash off any dirt, because if you're doing a good nighttime skincare routine, chances are your face is not dirty in the morning. So you want something gentle in the morning, and then for nighttime you want something to really work hard to actually clean your skin, because at night we're removing sunscreen, we're removing either makeup, we're also removing other dirt or debris that has accumulated on the skin the entire day. So at night we need a cleanser that can do. You can either look for a gentle face wash in the morning if you have serums in your routine, Or you can use a treatment face wash in the morning and use a gentle face wash at night. If you need to exfoliate, you can also get an exfoliating face wash. But I always like to have a gentle face wash and exfoliating face wash because you do not want to be exfoliating every single day. The next thing you want to consider is, do you need a serum? If you have acne, you probably need a treatment to manage that. The next thing you want to think about is, do I want a toner? Do I need a toner? There are hydrating toners, there are essences to just soothe and hydrate your skin, or even moisturizing toner. For people with dry skin, you can add a toner that is a little bit more hydrating and moisturizing. For people with normal skin, it can be a hydrating toner. For people with acne prone skin, it could be a toner that contains acne management ingredient, maybe a toner with salicylic acid or something that contains sulfur. So these generally will depend on your skin type, on your skin concern, and your skin goals. So the toner is a good option to have. It is not a mandatory skincare step to have in your routine, but it is beneficial. Once you have a good cleanser and you have a toner in your routine, the next thing is a serum. You want to add a serum, and the serum is going to be based on what you need. If you have normal skin, you don't even have any skin concern, you just want to maintain your skin, I would say get a vitamin C serum. Vitamin C is an antioxidant. There is a ton of antioxidant products out there that you can add to your skincare routine. That is great to protect your skin, to prevent issues from forming. Now, if you get an ascorbic acid or a vitamin C serum, you can have added benefits which brightens the skin, but generally antioxidants in your skincare routine are not there to brighten your skin. They are there as a prevent step, to prevent issues from happening, to prevent breakdown of collagen, to stimulate collagen production, to prevent your skin from being destroyed due to exposure to the environment and what have you, or maybe the weather. So antioxidant serum is great to have in your skincare routine. Once you have a serum for your morning routine, the next thing you want to think about is your moisturizer. Your toners and your serums, they do not replace your moisturizer. Moisturizer does so much for your skin. Moisturizer is what forms a barrier on your face to protect your skin from whatever is coming in the environment. It prevents your skin from dryness, it prevents your skin from moisture loss, and it moisturizes your skin. It softens your skin and prevents premature aging. So having a good moisturizer in your skincare routine is amazing. Once you have a good moisturizer, make sure it is tailored to your skin concern. Next thing is the sunscreen. You want to choose a sunscreen that is tailored towards your skin concern and your skin type. Trust me, sunscreens are there to protect your skin from sun damage, from UV exposures, but you can be getting a very oily sunscreen if you already have oily skin. And if you have dry skin, you have no business getting a mattifying sunscreen. So it is so important to choose your sunscreen based on the skin type and the skin concern. There are a lot of sunscreens out there that are also very comedogenic. So if you have acne prone skin, you need to consider that in mind before choosing a sunscreen. I recommend getting a facial every 4 to 6 weeks, but what you do at home does a lot more for you. If you got value from this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone that you think can benefit with it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.